This is a review of the marker's role in officiating a throwing event. Before you even begin, if you're pulling tape, make sure your tape measure is at the 0. Then you want to pay attention in warm-ups to see how far the different athletes are throwing, along with how the wind is affecting the implements. You want to do your best to position yourself for about how far they throw. You never turn your back on a live circle. Be safe, know what you are capable of, and the distance you need to be away from the landing. You are allowed to be in the sector. If you're not comfortable doing that, make sure you're laser focused on the mark and do not lose sight of it as you approach. Don't look away or be distracted. If there's more than one marker out in the field, communicate who has the mark. Do not assume the other person has one in between you. A little bit like playing the outfield, communicate, I got it. Give the implement plenty of room to land and then expeditiously move to the mark. The best approach to get a proper mark is to work towards a position where you are viewing the landing from the side. If you're behind it, you're not really able to truly see the nearest edge to the circle of the first contact the implement made with the landing surface. If at all possible, you want to work from the sector lines in. If the implement lands on the line, it's a foul. It's the opposite of baseball. Motion out with your hand, or if you have one, raise a red flag as well. Just a reminder with regards to the javelin, the landing judge rules on whether it's flat or not. That's not the marker's call, and vice versa. It's not the marker's call whether it's a legal throw as far as the landing goes. If you're measuring with the tape, hold the measuring cane at the mark with your foot in front of it so it's not pulled away from you when they go to pull the tape taut. Have slack in the tape, and when they pull from the circle, then drop the slack and let it straighten. This will greatly save on the wear and tear on the tape measure. This next part's very important. We go to all marks. Hold that mark until the next athlete actually enters the circle or runway. Even if the red flag goes up and or you believe they've walked out the front, go to the mark. You're marking, not judging the circle. Because of protests or mistakes, this is important to remember. Do not let the flight coordinator allow entry until they are called up. Many times you'll not be able to hear them, so your cue will be watching the athlete when they enter the circle. Don't want to get a flight coordinator in too big of a hurry because you could leave your mark. You could need that because of a protest. If you're measuring with laser equipment, the same principles apply. Just hold the marking paddle and square it up with the circle or the laser. Ask your laser operator for their preference. If more than one marker in the field, the only paddle that should be on the ground should be the one with the mark. We do not want to make the person shooting the laser guess who has the mark. Once you move to the mark, if it's a red flag, simply turn the paddle sideways.